You've dined on pufferfish, you've tasted ackee fruit, and you've chewed on sanachi, raw baby octopus tentacles. And even though they're all potentially deadly, you're still hungry. Well, perhaps a nice cheese for dessert. How about some queso marzu, the most dangerous cheese in the world? How could this cheese kill you? And why is it illegal? This is your body on eating the world's most dangerous cheese. In Sardinia, queso marzu translates to rotten cheese, but the fact that it has gone bad hasn't stopped people from eating it.
Cheers.
It's been illegal in Italy since 1962, but it's registered as a traditional product in Sardinia, so it's protected locally. This rich and robust cheese is made of sheep's milk, but that's not the only ingredient. It's also teeming with maggots, which digest proteins in the cheese, making it soft and creamy. But why would anyone eat rotting cheese teeming with maggots? And what effect could it have on you? It takes about 3 months to make queso marzu. After heating, the sheep's milk sits for 3 weeks so it can curdle. The crust is then cut off so flies can lay their eggs. The cheese is left in the dark for 2 to 3 months, allowing the eggs to hatch into larvae and begin to eat the rotting cheese. Then enzymes released by the larvae break down the lipids and protein in the cheese, giving it a strong taste and smooth texture. Sounds delicious. Some people can only stomach the top creamy layer. This upper part is almost untouched by the maggots. But if you're feeling bold, you can spin the cheese in a centrifuge. This creates a delectable cheesy maggot mix. You could kill the maggots by suffocating them in an airtight container before chomping down. Or you could just go for it and pop it in your mouth, with the maggots crawling around each cheesy morsel. Just ignore the ones jumping onto your face and lap. They're part of the show. As you enjoy the smooth and juicy texture, you'll notice that it has an intense and spicy flavor, reminiscent of Mediterranean pastures. Yeah, if you like strong cheeses like Gorgonzola, Stilton, or Blue, you'll be in heaven. And lucky you, because that taste will stay in your mouth for hours. If your date gets up and leaves unexpectedly, well, you know why.
That's the smell of desire, my lady.
You won't feel the maggots wriggling around in your mouth as you eat the queso marzu, but they are very much alive. Just give it a good chew and enjoy the taste. Creamy. And a little chewy. Washing it down with wine is popular, usually with a Sardinian Canano. Okay, here's the funny part. As long as the maggots are alive, the cheese is edible. If they're dead, then the cheese has gone bad. I'm not sure how rotten cheese can go bad. And even still, some people eat the cheese after the maggots have died. Wow! Okay, so listen up. Here's a little bit of news after eating the cheese. Chances are some of the maggots will survive the chewing. They'll be alive in your stomach and will settle into your intestine. This will lead to an infection known as myiasis, where maggots infest and feed on living tissue. Symptoms include upset stomach, vomiting, and diarrhea. Hey, you could also get salmonella or E. coli from the maggots. This could lead to more stomach problems, cramping, and fever. It could also cause fatigue and bloody stools.
Is it worth dying for?
Yeah.
Some of the maggots might even escape the swallowing and find a new home in your mouth. And then they might start feeding. If you eat them, they might eat you back. Talk about revenge. If this happens, you'll need medical attention immediately. Like you didn't already? Okay, eating a queso marzu in small amounts should be okay, especially if you wash it down with a glass of wine. But the more you eat, the greater the chance of infection, so it might not be the best idea to down an entire wheel, even if you have a nice bottle of Canano to go with it. Of course, if it were me, I might just enjoy the wine.
This wine is awful.
And hold off on the cheese.
Give me another glass.
And surprise, the production of queso marzu is not regulated, so the maggots could be carrying all kinds of bacteria that could work their way into your stomach and intestine. You know, just because something is considered a delicacy doesn't mean it's safe or smart for you to try. Okay, now that you've tried queso marzu, let's give another Sardinian treat a turn and eat nothing but lemons for 1 month. Hey, maybe the acidity will kill the maggots. But that's on another episode of Your Body On.